So this was my very first sample that I had taken in, and this was the 30th.
Okay.
And I mean, they sell these at Menards. This is where I got it, and that's from this point is when I went to the HML. And so once you get done doing yours, then I'm going to take the same sample at the same time and then take it over to HML.
Okay, so that's an extra one that you got.
Yes, I've got 7 extra ones.
Okay,
for other people.
That works out really well. Because this one, the EPA on it, does it. So what we're doing is I'm just gonna get a residual reading.
Okay.
I'll get a residual off this one, and then probably another.
Okay, out of my bathroom, sure.
And then that can kind of hopefully let us build a better snapshot if it's one thing versus kind of the distribution.
Sure.
Do you have any questions?
How are the reports put in from Alexandria to IDEM? Is it manually?
The lab doesn't do IDEM. We don't.
So how are they put in manually?
Correct. So HML, when they get the results, they'll send us a copy and then they upload that automatically.
Okay.
Yeah, they get the results before we do.
Okay. And to answer your question, I had no idea who to call, because when you get onto the Alexandria site...
I'm not.
No, I'm just saying, when you go onto the Alexandria city site, it says update. And it's been saying that for over 6 months. So it's not...
All I know is I've never been contacted.
No, and I didn't know nobody knows who to contact.
Just ask for who's in charge of the water.
You call up to the mayor's office and you don't get any... Nobody calls you back.
Office.
You don't call it... Nobody calls back. But nobody calls back.
I mean,
so nobody
go in
emails
there or
back.
something.
I mean, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I shouldn't have to call the water company. And I should be able to go online and look and see who's responsible is my thing.
I'm not going to know to come to your house unless you contact me to assist you with this.
And again, I had no idea who to contact.
I would have saved you gas money and travel time. I would have provided all this for you as is.
I was fine to pay the $35, and
No. I can't pay for it, but I have to keep. This is what I have the same exact thing on hand.
Sure.
I would have come by here and done exactly for you what I've done for everybody else.
And this is different from the last one that you did, the bottle-wise?
It's the exact same thing.
That's exactly what I use right there.
Because I know the last one they didn't do just a presence absence, they did the hermetic plate count. That's where that 200, like those numbers.
Yeah,
come.
the QT.
Yeah.
That's what I paid for, was the $35 for that to happen.
Okay. You can. If you want to go lower, just the presence absence will give you the same results.
Okay.
Without having to do, because that's like more of on like I don't want to say an extreme side, but it gives you too much information, if that makes sense.
Sure.
So it that's why it maxed everything out, so those numbers look different, where you can get those same results with just a presence absence, where it'll change the color. And
do they do a photocopy of the result on the IDM site, or is it typed?
So we get the same.
I get the paper copy.
Yeah, it's the same paper.
Okay.
They just upload it to us.
So they just okay. Because I know it goes to you before it ever comes here.
Because when I got the results for the first one, I called the lab itself and was like, I asked them, was there a reason why you guys went with it? Because that's not normal.
Right.
The way that they tested it wasn't normal. And I asked them, is there a reason why you guys did a plate count versus that? And they just said, that's just what was ordered. So. Do you think that the plate or the stuff that we did at the time, do you think that was beneficial, being able to go over and see how?
You mean your presentation this afternoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I hope that you were able to come on the 21st, so that way the residents have any more questions than.
Yeah, I talked to
it was very
Darcy
nice.
and I told him that if they have any questions, I can definitely. Blank.
Here's your blank, 0. There's all your zeros. blank is set. And you're ready for your read. And those should be, you should be able to tear it if you're lucky.
Yeah.
I use scissors with I can't put my fingers to do that. I don't know, do you remember the pillows?
The old school ones?
The old ones where you had to pop them?
Yeah, the actual little pill that you had to mash open.
Yeah. And then you had to, when you popped it, then it would open up and it would do it.
Yep.
The button is right there.
Yeah, 0.09. I'll let you take a look at that. So that is the total available, your free available of chlorine left in your
Okay.
system.
So why does it smell like chlorine all the time?
I mean, it's cleaned with chlorine.
Oh, that much that you have to that you can smell it
If you can
out of your
smell-
faucet?
How does someone smell? I don't know. But at that level, like, that's a good read. That's a good number.
Okay.
So anything...
And we use gas. We don't use liquid. The plant,
Okay.
we treat with gas.
Okay.
So to get a residual is good, right? That's what we want. So that's having a residual. That means there can't be that bacteria in there. You know, it's actually coming out
Okay.
better than we could. Do you mind if we do another thing?
Sure.
Well, it left me. I'll think of it in a minute. Oh, I know what I was going to take. Our chlorine is fed through it's flow proportional. And what that means is we will never pump the same amount of water every day. Like, we may do 1.6 million today, 1.42 this day. So when people say, well, how does it do what it does? So I explained, I said, okay, you make a gallon of soup and you put ingredients in. You're not going to use the same amount of ingredients if you make 5 gallons of soup. The flow proportional feed
It's
system that we
different.
have will feed how much water. And basically our town is based off of Poet because they're our
Right.
biggest customer.
Sure, yeah.
Our biggest withdrawal.
Sure, yeah.
So there like last month they averaged 618,000 gallons a day.
Wow, that's
It's a lot of water.
Yeah.
It is.
That is a
And
lot.
they've increased in the last couple of years because they're doing some other things or whatever. But so that leaves, like, if we average 1.7 million as a community, that means 1.1 million is going for both towers, our distribution system, and what the customers and businesses use.
Okay.
So that water is treated by what is used,
Okay.
or what is pumped.
Sure.
Because
Okay.
it changes. I don't know if I'd have to look, but I don't think I've ever used the same amount of water. It's just too hard to
Okay.
do.
So when you take your sample, do you have a better sink than this one to take it from? And
No.
I say that because, does this pull out?
Yes.
Okay. That can't be taken off to be cleaned
Okay.
before you get your sample.
Okay.
So being able to, what I was saying, like getting or the bleach and being able to scrub and clean something before you get a sample is really important.
Okay.
And with these, you're not going to be able to pop off that aerator.
Okay.
Can I toss something in?
Sure.
Because I've had other people do this that have these. And they're very nice sinks. If you have like just a bowl, like a cereal bowl, and you put some bleach in it, just take this off
Okay.
and just submerge that
Okay.
for 30
And then,
seconds.
okay, and then
And then
rinse
pop
it.
it back in.
And then-
Now,
Okay.
don't wipe your hands on
Sure.
it.
No, yeah.
Let it sit 3
Sure.
to 5 minutes.
Sure.
Give or
Okay.
take. Turn your water on, and then you're
All right.
good. Because your disinfection is
Right.
done on
Done
your
on that.
product.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
And, you know, that gives a better snapshot after letting it run through. Because you want to get it to the best of what the water representation is.
Okay.
Not, you know, the stuff that's coming off
Right.
of the cow's poop,
Sure.
like, and things like that.
Sure.
So, all right, those are rungs together.
You have the ball. I do. Okay.
Excuse my bathroom. It's kind of a mess.
Your doggies.
Oh yeah, they're
So
not
more
happy.
keys?
I get
Yes,
puppies.
I got 4 of them.
I
yeah.
think they want out.
Yeah, they're not. I couldn't see if there were small. I couldn't feel.
Using the aerator on that one, but that was the ones that you need that little key to pop off.
Oh, I see.
Is there? Do you have any other?
No, that's it. Other than my shower.
Okay.
Oh, shower head won't be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't figure.
Let's. Oh, look.
Here, I'll get you blank in.
I can just get a standard stream.
There's your blank.
I'm gonna buy you guys a new one. So
Like I said, when the keypad starts getting where you, I mean, then I get a new one.
I like to use the
I think it's
spin discs.
Give or take, I think they run about $1,100 now. Give or take. And like I said, when I started, when I started, I had the one that was like this. It was huge. This is my third one that I've had. But it's nice because you can do about anything. If you
Run the test.
Yeah,
'Cause you
you
probably.
have. Yeah. I mean, mine is iron, chlorine, pH, 3 in total. I mean, I know you can do benzodine and all that stuff on it, but we don't test for that. So, but that's ideal for what we do. Which pocket I put it in? There it is. Oh, you got about 8 pockets.
That is why I love this thing. I usually carry too much stuff.
0. Comes your blank. 0.00. You're ready to rock and roll.
Bad.
Yeah, they want out. Bad.
They know people's here.
They want to say hello. Bad. What kind of puppies are they?
Yorkies.
That's why they're excited.
Yeah. Well, one of them, she's the mama, and she's not very nice
So
sometimes.
They're not very big, are they?
No, they're max 6 pounds each. One of them's probably
You
about 4
are you
pounds.
selling them?
No.
You gonna keep them all?
Yeah.
You want a Yorkie? No. I have cats. I do cats.
We have a Yorkie that we're.
I'm a cat guy.
I have the dad, the mom, and their babies. They're the 2 babies.
I mean, growing up, I had dogs, and as I got older and got married, for some reason, cats became my favorite. I'm a cat person. I don't know why, but I am. And your read button is ready to go.
That was what? 0.12.
So what does that mean?
So
The content is higher in this
here.
faucet than it is in your kitchen faucet.
Okay.
But I will bet you 2 puppies that the same line feeds them both.
They're probably, yeah.
yeah, and that's what I was saying, where you can kind of, by getting what the residual is, like that's how much the chlorine is fighting that bacteria in between. So in between the same line, there's a difference between here and there. And I was saying, it's kind of like on a spectrum, on a range, that there's a, kind of a plus or minus of some. There's, that one's, I won't say significantly, but a completely different number from what we got over there. Different within plus or minus 1 or 2.
Right.
So I would say if there's anything, it probably really is the faucet. That might be the issue, outside of running another sample. So if you do run that sample, I would run it out of this sink.
Okay. All right.
And then that can kind of give us another comparison.
Okay.
And then if you have more bottles, you can run both of them in the tank, like do
Okay.
2.
If you go to bleach this, obviously you're not going to stick. But
Right. Just
if
get
you've
it.
got a way to
All right.
just to right here, let it run down and drip. And once it's done
Okay.
dripping,
All right.
let it sit, then run.
Okay.
3 to 5 minutes is usually what I do.
Okay. Right on. Yeah, I can.
I mean, it's, in all honesty, if you let it run 5 minutes, you're probably going to get the same water at 15 minutes.
Okay.
Now, if you do it at 5 seconds, you're not going to get the same
Okay.
water.
All right.
So we get the same reading out of like your hose?
You know what? My guess is the hose, depending on how often it's used,
Mhm.
my guess is it would probably be lower than these two. Because they're usually plumbed different because it's an outside
Right.
spigot.
And you wouldn't want to do it from the hose. You want to at least
Right.
Take that off. That's what I
specific
figured.
to the spigot, and then you're going to want to let that probably run a whole lot longer than.
And the other thing is the state when you test, they don't want you to use anything with threads on it.
Okay.
The filter.
They like it
Sure,
to be
yeah.
smooth surfaces.
Okay.
Now you can get a good sample out of a hose. Don't get me wrong.
Right. I was gonna say take that part off. I was just
Yeah,
curious.
but the thing is, you would still do it the same way. Bleach it, let it sit. Instead of going 3 to 5, you probably need to go 15 to 18.
And
Depending on how often it's used, depending on what kind of hose
Sure.
is hooked up.
Sure.
Because my guess is the contamination source on that is going to be the hose.
Right.
that's when we're bleaching it. That's what you're bleaching
Yeah.
for. You're cleaning the contaminants that are on the actual devices, but not the actual water.
I did have a guy one time that took it out of the hose.
That's what I was curious.
That's not gonna work
Right.
because the hose is gonna be full of
Right.
you name it.
Well, like I filled up our hot tub with a brand new hose. And it was brown, you know.
Yeah, and letting it flush is
And I
what.
just bought a $1,000 hot tub.
Yeah,
Sure.
if you let a water source run for a little bit and then it clears out, that's what you want.
Okay.
You know, if it doesn't do that and you're letting it run for like, you
20,
know,
30 minutes, right?
and that's where it's like, okay, there's probably something a little bit down the run. Now, if it's like we had one, there was someone sending a video of them holding a hose, and it was
Yeah, that don't
kind of came
work.
out a little rusty, right? And then like a few minutes later, it came out normal, and they're like, "That's not normal." Well, no,
You have any more
that is
coffee?
that's what
No,
you
that's
want.
it.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. Now,
I bought 4. I didn't know how many you had.
Gotcha.
So,
Nope.
You want these as a souvenir?
yeah, I'll take them.
Won't
You
charge you.
never have enough.
Well, you have when you buy them, you have to buy 1,000 at a time. So
So when I did a lot of tests, like you were just showing her, take that. Like mine has the sprayer.
I tell you what, if you guys want to do a sample to Muncie, and like I said, save yourself a trip, get a hold of the utility
Okay.
office, call me.
Okay.
I will bring you the report form, and I will bring you the
Okay.
bottle to save you the trip.
Okay.
I was gonna say I can take it to Muncie.
She drives to Muncie every day.
Yeah.
She's got a business.
And just, I don't know if they told you this or not, but if you look inside that bottle, there's powder,
Yeah, I've seen that.
and that's sodium thiosulfate
Uh-huh.
that neutralizes the chlorine
Okay.
to where the sample is actually true.
Okay.
So what it'll do is if you've got a chlorine dosage through the roof, and you test that, and then you test that, 12 hours later, it's not gonna have anything in it because the sodium thiol eats it up.
Yeah.
Then you get your true sample of water, what's in that bottle.
Okay. Well, I know, like she
Like
said,
clockwork
you can
every
smell
time.
chlorine some mornings. Like when you first get up and you turn your faucet on, I mean, it's real strong some
And it
mornings.
could be because you're
So-
not running a line, so whatever chlorine is fed in there, it's just you're at a dead end.
Right.
Which is good though, because if you have a dead end and now you're feeding chlorine,
Yeah.
you're not gonna have a stagnant line.
Okay.
Which I mean that is normal. It is very normal to have a smell like we did. I just want to make sure I'm getting it correct. When you smell chlorine, it's from that one, right?
It's from all of
From
them.
all-
Yeah, even when you
and
take a
that's
shower.
when we get that residual. That's what we want. Now, if those residuals go 5, because right now we're at what 0.12 parts
Yeah.
per million versus, and then 0.09, I think it was. Parts
Yeah,
per million.
I mean-
right. Once you get to 5 parts per million, that is where that's too much. So that's a significant.
Yeah.
Right.
That takes a lot to get to that. I don't even think that they can't even feed that much from
Right.
a pump. So, and again, some people don't even know that chlorine is used to actually treat the water.
Right.
You know.
That's the only thing we use. That's it.
Yeah.
Any
All right.
questions?
No, you've been great. Thank you. I appreciate you coming
Yeah,
out.
no
Thank you so
problem at
much.
all. I'll wait to see what the results are from that one.
Okay.
Before I test. Because
Okay.
the only reason we couldn't test today is that the lab that we use when we draw is the health department lab down in Indy.
Oh, okay.
So, and they close at like 4:30.
Sure.
So,
Right on.
when we do,
I think you have to have your sample to Muncie by 4:45.
I think so.
I think they close out. Don't take anything up. I think.
So do you
till
want to come back
4:45.
tomorrow?
I'll see what the results, because we have a residual.
Okay.
So, in having that residual, it's very highly unlikely that.
Okay, I'll probably take it in the morning so that way as soon as I get up I can take it and then go
It
straight
would
over
be
there.
helpful to do it today
Hello.
since we know what residual
Okay.
we have.
Okay.
Hello.
But I would take it from
Yeah.
that one.
That one
not
is-
that one.
okay.
Because if you take it in the morning and you don't know what the residual level is, then we can't really.
Okay.
Should be on that
All
yellow.
right.
It's hard
Then I'll do
to
that.
gauge what's
Sure.
that, you know.
Yeah.
But if you, well, I guess you have to do it this morning because you don't want the sample to sit
Well, that's what I was saying. So so how should I do that? Tomorrow morning? Okay.
You know,
So we can just kind of go based off of what this was today.
to an extent, you know,
Okay.
it's not going to be as better of a number just because we don't have that residual right at that time.
At time,
Taking it.
okay.
But we know that you are getting a residual.
Right.
So that's
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
You know, that puts a better peace of mind knowing that whatever result was from there,
Sure.
there was a break in process somewhere.
Okay.
You know, between taking the sample to getting it there.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
does that make sense?
If this
For
gives-
this time?
If this gives you peace of mind in any way, one of the sample sites is the utility office.
Okay.
Although they're not in there, we still,
Okay.
the distribution's still in there, so it's still open.
Okay.
I mean, so that is the closest one to you.
Okay.
The furthest one from you is going to be either the convalescence center or the sewage plant.
Yeah, I figured it'd probably be the
And it's
sewage plant.
the sewage
Because it's
plant
only
is
it's only about a
the dead
mile.
end of all dead ends.
Right.
It's the dead end of the whole town.
Right.
So that main feeds from the OVP
Uh-huh.
all the way out to the sewage.
Okay. Okay.
It takes care of all the side streets.
All right. Right on. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate you coming out.
Anything else?
Nope. Not,
Sure?
not
Good.
right now.
All right.
I'm gonna drink my Ultra and sit out on my front porch.
And hopefully we'll see. And
right.
then let me know in the morning. I've got a couple other things to do in the morning, but later in the afternoon, if you come do that, I can come back and
Okay.
like, watch you do it. Or
Sure,
anything,
that's
so
fine.
We can kind of make sure we're all on the same.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank
Give me a
you.
call or shoot
Hey.
me a text on that
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Hey Facebook, I'm just here to let you know that at 7:08 this morning I called the water company to leave a message for Mark Caldwell to call me.